guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2018. Only on iTunes. That one goes out to Raw Beauty Christie because this morning she tweeted out that she had actually sent that to her husband. So anyway, today's gonna be a little bit different. It's like a different day for Peter all around. It's a new day. So anyway, for two reasons. First of all, don't despair, but this video will not have tons of flipping fans. There will be no drama phone. There are no props except for the fan because it's hot as hell in here. But because I just want to kind of get on here and talk about what this issue is that we're going to talk about in just a second. And my response may surprise you, so stay tuned. The second thing I have to say on why it's a new day is this is kind of an old school Peter Monday. So if you've been around with me like from a year ago, I used to do something a year ago that I haven't done in a long time. Do you guys know what it is? Yes. I used to post 2 to 3 videos a day on this channel. I mean, baby, the drama was thick, right? Well, the drama phone's been ringing like crazy, so today, yes, today, is a twofer. So just stay around because in a few more hours, I will be posting another video. All my props are sitting over there. I had to go and restock the drama shop today. The drama shop, the drama phone has been ringing nonstop. I have so much drama going on in my life right now, on and off camera. So anyway, but I wanted to get into this video response today, so to speak. So if you don't know, what you don't know is a lot. I have made many videos about Tana Mongeau, and what I have said about Tana Mongeau, whether it's about videos that she's made where she said certain things in videos or, you know, her behavior off camera that we see in tweets and things like that, is that I think she's very problematic. And the reason that I think she's problematic is because the majority of her audience is much, much younger. And that it bothers me partly because I have worked with teenagers the majority of my life, but also because I think that we need positive role models in our society. And I think it's one thing to have this kind of like stardom on YouTube, which if you know a lot of teenagers and middle school kids today, like YouTube is their outlet. Like they don't watch a lot of Netflix, they don't watch a lot of TV back in the day, they watch YouTube. So YouTube celebrities or stars are their role models today, right? And so what I have consistently said is that I wish that Tana Mongeau would take this huge following that she has amassed, right? And that she would try to do some kind of like positive thing with it. And I haven't witnessed that up till now. I haven't seen her get on camera and tell these outrageous stories. Like she just did one the other day about how when she was 15 and her 14-year-old friends, they like were gonna hook up with this rapper, and she even said in there some alleged something, and I made a video about it, so go check out my other Tana Mongeau videos. You know, in another video at the end of it, she was doing this house tour, and at the end of it, she said, I gotta go, we're gonna go have an orgy now and shoot heroin, and like there was no, like she never came back and said that was a horrible thing, I shouldn't have said that, you know, like please, like I've had a lot of friends that are, you know, affected by addiction, you know, she's engaged in her own behaviors, we see it everywhere, and there's never like any learning curve to that, and that's always been my issue with Tana Mongeau. Now, I don't think that I have anything to do with the reason why she made the video that she did today, but I will say this, I do know that she's watched at least one of my videos because she commented on it and she said, I love your content, jokingly, I think, right? But I kind of wish, not that I think that I'm like holier than thou, but I kind of wish that she would watch my videos. And, you know, it was interesting because I mean, obviously, don't we all want somebody bigger than us to watch our videos? But not for that reason. You know, I did a video on so I have 4 channels. I also get on YouNow nightly, and this Friday on YouNow, I will be doing a super long pajama party. So come and join on YouNow. But anyway, you know, I did it on my so-called Healthy Life channel yesterday, which is like a weight loss channel, motivation channel. I talked on there about this like whole idea of this, you know, like wisdom versus knowledge. And that when I was growing up, you know, my dad and my mom were very good with me as far as never telling me what I had to do, but kind of giving me enough, you know, rope to learn from my own mistakes, so to speak. And I think that that's really an important part of parenting or mentoring or coaching or whatever is to allow people to learn their own mistakes, but also keeping them, you know, in a protective area where their long-term mistakes aren't going to affect them negatively. Does that make sense? And I was talking on there about how, like, once I realized that my father's advice to me in life was not to, like, show me I know everything, I'm smarter than you, I'm better than you, but when he said to me when I was about 30, I wish that I could show you all of the mistakes in life that I've made and all of the successes that I've had, and you could base your choices in life on that. And if you did that, then you would have the most successful life possible. But I know one thing, and what I know is that you have to make your own choices in life because this is your journey, not mine. What I realized around that time was that this advice that my dad had been giving me, these suggestions in life, right, were not a way to hate on me or think or dispose upon me this idea that he knew more than me. It was really, he wanted me to have a pretty amazing life. And I think that one thing that has been misconstrued on my channel is that I dislike Tana Mongeau or that I don't like her or whatever. If I met Tana Mongeau tomorrow, okay, at a restaurant or at a convention or whatever, I would totally go up to her and be like, I'm so excited to meet you, blah, 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 whatever. I would not be rude. I don't know how she would respond to me. I would be, you know, nice to her. If she ever called me up and said, I would really like to hear what you think. Like, what should I do with my channel? What should I do with my life? Not that she needs any help from me because she's doing very well on her own on her YouTube channel, but just in life, I would give her a few suggestions. Now, what was interesting is today she posted a video, and that is just based on my own life experience of things I've learned in my 45 years. I don't know everything. I choose to remain teachable, and every day that goes by, I learn a lot. Not just from people that are older from me, but people that are younger than me as well. So today she posted a video, and it was called, I think, I'm quitting YouTube. Okay, hold on a second. It's called, I'm quitting YouTube, I can't take this anymore, goodbye. Which is completely a clickbait title if you haven't seen it. She doesn't say one thing about leaving YouTube on there. She doesn't say one thing about I can't take it anymore, nothing on there, okay? It's really a 30-minute diatribe about how stressful her life is with all of the hate that she gets in the comment sections. Let me tell you, it was 30 minutes long. Love you, Tana, but I had to kind of like watch it at this speed. Are you ready? So just if you guys ever fast forward videos,
that people are commenting in the comments below saying I am, you know, and maybe I'm meant to experience that to help people going through getting hate or getting bullied. I've noticed on the internet, it's one of those things that like,
So anyway, but I did watch the whole thing. So I wanted to come on here and, you know, because I've made so many videos about her, I thought if I don't make a response video to this video where she basically comes out about, you know, people are saying to her, you're changing, you've changed, like that's a big issue to her on there, or people that leave her hate comments and say, I don't like you anymore, I'm unsubscribing, and then the next video they're back on there commenting again, which, I mean, that happens to all of us. You'd think she'd be on YouTube by now to know that's kind of just part of the game. But it's really this 30-minute thing, a video where she's just sitting there talking, and at first, I really thought, I can't do this, okay? I cannot sit here and let this girl explain away her bullshit. I can't, if this is what it's gonna be, I cannot do it, okay? Now, I'm gonna say one criticism that I have for this video. Now, you would be surprised because I have to tell you, I had a very positive response to this video. In all honesty, Tana, I was really impressed with this video. This right here, this video, this is the kind of stuff I'd like to see from you. Not all the time. You don't, like I said, you don't have to do it all the time, but like maybe once in a blue moon. And you know, who knows? Maybe she watched my video and it kind of stuck somewhere in her head. I doubt it. I don't think I have that kind of influence over anybody. But wouldn't it be nice if, you know, people in our lives that really did take the time and the effort to try to give us some suggestions, some motivation, and some mentoring, if we would go, I want to listen to you because obviously you have my best interest in mind. And that has only been my true one point from the very beginning, okay, is to just give her some suggestions and to offer some help so that she can role model for these other kids. Well, let me tell you my one issue that I had with the whole video, and she does it twice, okay, is that she addresses her haters that come on there, and she says, you know, whether you're leaving me a hate comment or whether you're leaving me a positive comment, you're still viewing my videos, you're still watching my ads, and AdSense is making me money, and you're paying my bills. Baby, listen, okay? What you just said to everybody watching that video, whether they realize it or not, is that this whole gig for you is just for paying your bills. And I have to tell you, like in all of my criticism for Tana, okay, all of the things I've had issues with, that's the one thing I really have never taken from that, okay? Like she's always seemed very passionate when she gets on camera. She laughs at her own stories and jokes, even if I don't find them funny. When she goes on tour, she seems to get very, very excited about it. I understand that she's making a lot of money off this and she's living in these amazing houses and all that kind of stuff. But it's never really seemed that direct for me until she made the comment in the video today. And I was like, okay, so girl, so I get it. So all of this for you is about the money, right? Which is why she didn't title the video, "I'm stressed out, here are my thoughts." Instead, she titled the video, "I'm quitting YouTube, something, something, goodbye," which is 100% clickbait. She doesn't say anything about leaving YouTube. She doesn't say anything about thinking about leaving YouTube. She doesn't say goodbye or any of that kind of stuff. And I don't want her to leave YouTube. I don't think she should leave YouTube. I think there are too many people out there that love her and get a lot off of her content. I think for her to have a learning curve on there, right? So she goes in this video and she talks a lot about all of these mistakes that she's made in her life. And humans make mistakes and all this kind of stuff. And she's going to continue to make mistakes and yada, 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 yada. And she gets held accountable for every mistake that she makes. And people hate on her for it. And people say this and people say that. No, honey, that's not the case, okay? What people have an issue with you about is the fact that you don't own your mistakes. Until this video. Until this video, you didn't own your mistakes, okay? You're passing out at concerts and people are taking pictures of you because people are concerned about you and it looks like a mess, okay? You're making problematic statements in your YouTube videos. You hate on people too. Watch your own damn videos. You and your friends hate on people, okay? You do all this kind of stuff, but then there's no learning curve to it. There's no message, all right? Until today's video. When you sit there and you start speaking to younger people and saying, you don't have to go through the same pain and bullying that I went through. You can be a strong person. You can make something of your life. You can get through with that. And I was so impressed. I was like, thank God she's finally saying something positive in a video to her younger generation, right? And what happens is you watch this video is like in the first 5 to 10 minutes, it's a lot of excuse making. Around the 10 to 15 mark, she kind of changes and it's like, I feel like the real Tana kind of like kicks in at around 10 or 15 minutes. And then the last 15 minutes are very, very genuine. You know, it's like you can tell she's like very, very hurt. And when the hurt comes out is when she makes the comments about the money, right? Because it's like, you know, when somebody, and we have to remember, okay, and I'm not making this as an excuse, but she is 18 years old. So if somebody comes for me and says something, I'm not gonna go, well, I make more money than you know what I mean? But at 18, that is what an 18-year-old might respond. And I'm just saying, I might have even said that at 18 or 25 or 30, you know? But today if somebody comes for me and they say something to me, instead I'd say, that's interesting that you think that way. Why don't you tell me why? Like, what am I doing that's making you think that? And if I agree with it, well, then maybe I'll take a look at that and change it. If I don't, then I'll say, well, I'm sorry, but I don't agree with that, you know? But feel free to your opinion, because we've all got opinions, and opinions are like assholes, baby. Everybody's got one. So around the 15 to 30 minute mark, she kind of changes, and it seems very, very genuine. And she gives a lot of advice to younger people. And she talks on there about just being human and making mistakes, right? And how, like, she has changed and she's growing and she's developing. And I was reading the comments underneath her video, and it's very interesting because it's received really good support so far. It hasn't been out that long, but it's overwhelmingly positive, or likes to dislikes. And the comments are pretty positive as well. Like, for every 30th comment, there's like one that says, just leave. But most of the comments are things like, please don't leave, Tana. What would I do without you, Tana? Things like that, right? So just imagine those people out there, because I'm a much smaller channel than you are. And she says on there about, like, I'm touching all these lives, and I was the first one to sell out at Playlist Live, and my phone case is sold out. And I think that's fantastic. Okay, we already know how much money you're making and how much people are obsessed with you, right? I am a very, very small channel, okay, in comparison to the grand scheme of things on YouTube. I cannot tell you the countless emails, messages, direct things I receive on a daily basis where people say to me, thank you for sharing your recovery story. Thank you for offering suggestions for how to do this. College kids saying, I want to change my major, but I don't know what to do. People asking me for suggestions all the time, okay? And a lot of times I don't know the answer, but I can offer some help and I can offer some support and say, hey, just hang in there, right? Imagine, Tana, if at the end of your story times, at the end of all your messages, maybe this is where from 18 to 20, 22, 25, you go forward based on what you have learned from all of this. Maybe there is a learning at the end of that. Maybe you say at the end of, your story time video with you and your girlfriends being on the streets in Las Vegas, and I had a tough life, and I acted that way, and I dressed that way, and I acted like a tough girl because a lot of people around me were bullying me and making fun of me and putting me down. So my exterior had to look tough. My exterior had to look desirable so that I could, in return, take back some of that power that had been taken with me, and you don't have to do that. You can put yourself only in safe environments. You can have supportive people around you that will have your best interests in mind. And today, I have that. I don't know if you do. It looks like you don't a lot of times, honestly. One thing that she says in there is, that something to the effect of, like what other people think about us, like is none of our business. And I do agree with that, okay, from a recovery point of view. But when enough people say something about you over and over and over again, it is a lesson to take a look at that and say, wow, is there some truth to what they're saying? Maybe I need to take a look at that. Who do I want to be? She talks in there about she doesn't know who she'll be 5 or 10 years from now. This might be an excellent time to start thinking about that. And while you're doing that and you're going through these changes that you talk about, because I agree with you, change is good, that you share that with your subscribers because they seem to really relate to this video, and share with them how changing is a positive thing and you learn from your wounds and you continue to move on. To me, this video is an example for Tana of how she turned her wounds into wisdom, and I hope that she continues to do the same thing. But when you put something out like this out there into the world, the real test is what you do with it after. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.